Hello and welcome back to the calculator review. Got something a little special today. So I have reviewed this on Facebook, but I have not done a video review and it's not posted on the website yet, so I think it's fair game to do it. This is the calculator that got me into calculator collecting, the Aurora DC-10. This is what I have nicknamed the Duke because it is absolutely ridiculous, but I love it. So, what makes this one stand out above the rest of my collection is the fact that it takes two B batteries. They're a little bit of a pain to get in, but not too bad. But stick those in, snap the cover on, and turn it on. So, this has an amazing, I wouldn't quite say green and I wouldn't quite say blue, but somewhere in between the two. It's a fluorescent display that just looks wonderful. If you're sitting at a table, it's angled perfectly so that you can see it just fine, but I have to angle it up for the camera to see. So that is definitely not a mark against the calculator at all. So what's cool about this is it is a 10-digit display, and you don't see those too often, even on desktop calculators. And this is absolutely a desktop calculator, even though it does take batteries. This is not meant for the pocket, it's just too big. It does have a plug that I had to fix for an AC adapter. I don't have one. I'm not sure what would work with it. Well, it is 3 volts, so it might work with another adapter I have for another calculator. The problem is it's a completely different company that makes the other one, and I will review it at some point. Oh, forgive me. It's winter, or fall. So yeah, this is probably the best calculator, one of the best calculators I've got. I just love the way this thing looks, the way it feels. The fact that it's called an Aurora DC-10, which is actually the name of an airplane. As far as I can tell, they are completely unrelated companies. They might have named this calculator such to try to appeal to the airplane crowd. I'm not sure. Honestly, there's not a whole lot of information about this calculator. I haven't found a whole lot about it. Really, the main information I've got is off the back of it. You know, it's made in Taiwan. I believe it was made late 70s, early 80s. If I can find out more information before I add to the written portion of this, I will. Oh, I'm sorry, I've been holding this at an angle that you can't actually see. So forgive me, the camera is not the best. So, yeah. Like I said, I found this at Goodwill. It was about $3 and worth every single penny. It actually hadn't even been put on the shelves yet. It was sitting in a cart, and I saw it from across the aisle, and it was that moment that I knew I needed to collect calculators. So this thing is practically life-changing. So yeah, all the buttons have an amazing feel to it, very, very clicky, which I'm sure you've been able to tell by now is a sign of a good calculator for me. Each switch on it just clicks so satisfyingly. Very responsive, very, very bright screen. Like I said, if you're sitting at a desk, this thing is angled just absolutely perfectly for your line of sight. And it's kind of hard to show that without putting my face on camera, but I'm not going to do that. I did take it apart to clean it, and this one was actually pretty easy to disassemble. It's only got 2 screws on the inside the battery compartment. And cleaning it out really was not a big deal. That's one thing I really like about these oversized calculators. They're, especially from the late 70s and 80s and early 80s, They were designed with a lot of open space inside them, which makes collecting much better because I can more easily maintain it. And when I get to the calculators that I've ruined, you'll see why that matters so much to me. So yeah, this is the Aurora DC-10. Highly recommended if you find it. This is one that if you see it anywhere, grab it. It's not particularly valuable. It's not, I mean, you can find it on eBay for maybe 20 bucks. But honestly, it has a lot more value than that for me. And I really do appreciate this calculator. This goes in my shelf of my more collectible items. And maybe I'll do an article on that at some point. But for now, I just want to say this is an absolutely amazing calculator. Highly, highly recommended. Thank you for watching.